share your feedback in the chat, either privately or publicly. Now, moving on to
Good evening. Toastmaster Shweta is attempting her L1P3 research and presenting, and it is a 5 to 7 minute speech. The purpose of this project is for the member to learn or review basic research methods and present a well organized, well researched speech on any topic. All the best, Toastmaster Shweta.
Thank you, Toastmaster Raka. Now I invite Toastmaster Sweta to deliver her L1P3 speech titled Stem Cells Therapy. Toastmaster Sweta, Stem Cells Therapy. Over to you.
Am I audible? Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Our body has problems and ailments, but the beauty is the solution also lies in our body. Putting this solution to use is one of the greatest advantage to both medical field and to our body as well. Good evening, Toastmasters. Today, I'm here to present my L1P3 research and presentation on the topic stem cell therapy. First, let me tell you why stem cell therapy is done. Why stem cell therapy is done? It heals various types of cancer, including blood cancer. It replaces the damaged cells and helps to cure many of the heart ailments, spinal cord injuries, and many more. Confused? Let me tell you what a stem cell is. Without using much biological terms, in common layman terms, let me tell you what a stem cell is. Our body contains specific cells to carry specific functions. These specific cells are called differentiated cells. In contrast, a stem cell is undifferentiated. Its role in the body is undetermined until a signal is given to it. A stem cell can give rise to multiple cell types, as you can see here. And it plays an important role from embryonic development to adulthood. Development begins when a sperm and an egg meet. The fertilization process produces a special kind of stem cell that has the potential to grow into an embryo as well as a placenta, which would nourish the embryo as it grows. For the first few division of the cells, all the cells remain undifferentiated. Each divided cell has the same potential as the fertilized egg. As development continues, a series of instructions and signals gradually limit each cell potential differentiation, leading them to form various differentiated cells, which lead them to form body parts. Now, 1 week after fertilization, the embryo is called blastocyst, which looks like this, a lopsided hollow ball, where the cells around the ball form the placenta, and the clump here form the embryo. 2 weeks after the fertilization, the cells are organized into 3 layers. Cell signals restrict the cell's potential even more. This allows them to form different types of body parts for the embryo. First few weeks later, the cells of the outer layer become the skin, nervous system, and parts of the face and neck. The middle layer become muscle, blood vessels, and the beginning of bones. The inner layer forms the digestive tract, respiratory tract, and ducts like liver and pancreas. As the development continues, cells differentiate to form 250 plus cell types of the body. Even after reaching adulthood, pockets of stem cells remain in our body, and these play a very important role in growth, maintenance, and repair. Suppose you have an injury and you have a slit. These stem cells, as they are undifferentiated and they have no purpose, the brain sends them the signal to cure and maintain the injury. This happens even with the organs internally. Right. While some stem cells wait for a signal, Others are constantly repairing and replacing the cells which are lost in daily wear and tear. There are some stem cells which produce specific kind of cell types, like the bone marrow. The bone marrow produces only blood cells, like red blood cells, white blood cells, and the platelets. Now, getting into the details where stem cell therapy is used, it is used in bone repair, ligament and tendon repair, joint repair, muscle and nervous system repair. It is used to treat ailments like osteoarthritis. When it comes to the nervous system, it treats ailments like Parkinson's disease and Alzheimer's. Now, human leukocyte antigen, HLA. HLA, in simpler terms, I'm not going to take much time. In simpler terms, HLA is like if you want to donate your blood group has to match. So if you have to donate your stem cell, or if you have to store your stem cell, your HLA has to match. It is a kind of gene. It is used to determine your antigen type, and this antigen can be used to donate. Like if you have the same antigen as the other person, it can be used to you can donate it. So I would like to conclude here. The stem cell therapy is a great advancement in medicine, and it has very few side effects, like almost no side effects. So doctors are coming up with newer technologies to make the human body better. And this has very less medical, like surgical procedure. So it can be treated to, it can be used to treat various kinds of cancers. And this can be connected to cord blood, so that people, you can store your stem cell and it can be used for further usage. If you store your stem cells, you are not going to feel weak. You are not going to, there is no chance of hemorrhage or anything. So here I would like to conclude by saying, as you donate blood, and even after your death, you donate your organs. So this is also a kind of organ donation. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sweta. Well, moving on to our third speaker, Toastmaster Anita, who is going to deliver her L5P2 speech.